it's Darlene again, and I have something different to show you today. Today I'm going to be talking about this little box here. It is from TOBO Toys. It is a TOBO track, and this is for children. See, how I came to get this toy here, which I think is pretty super cool, and I got to tell you about this, was that I went to a Wide Bear Bloggers event back on December 11th, and the daddy blogger, Rick Shetty, he introduced me to a gentleman by the name of Tomas Nielsen, who I had the pleasure of speaking to over Skype. Tomas has a background in industrial design, and he had this idea percolating in the back of his mind for about 10 years that he wanted to design a toy, something that was cool, something that kids can use and play with and practice creative thinking, team building, manual dexterity, a learning type of a toy. He also wanted to be eco-conscious as well. And let us see what this toy has to offer. Now, it does retail at $59.95 Canadian. However, if you go to the website and you order this, there's a special right now where the toy is at $49.95 up until January 31st, 2013. This company's only been around for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. They just launched this. So off the top, he did mention he wanted to get some better packaging for it and something a little bit more appealing than the label itself. I'm sure that you'll come up with something else wonderful, Thomas. However, I kind of like that it's, well, personally for me, I like that it's simple. It's in a cardboard box. You can totally recycle this. It's easy peasy, and there's not much with packaging and just a simple label. Simple's better. I think that's great. You don't have to worry about extra packaging, extra waste. It says everything it needs to on the box. I already feel like it's eco-friendly. Anyways, slicing. Do you want to see it? I am going to slice the box. And not my hand. Oh, so first thing I see on top says, TOBO! Welcome to TOBO, open me. Okay, I shall open you. Oh, I love it. And there's a little description, the short version, and the long version. It even says the long version. He makes mention in this letter that he eventually wants to add more toys to this lineup, and I think it's great. We need more eco-conscious and environmentally friendly toys out there that is safe for our children. If anyone remembers a few years ago the whole melamine scare with plastics coming out of China and having to get those safety standards looked at, yeah, pretty scary. But luckily, this is the kind of stuff that my 20-month-old nephew can probably put his mouth all over and slobber and suck on, and he'll be fine. So the next thing in the box is I kind of like this pop of color. It's kind of fun. Now these are optional stickers. You don't need to use these. You don't have to use these, but these can pretty up the pieces and makes the toy a little bit more distinguishable as to where the roads are, where the connection pieces are. These are made from recyclable, BPA-free polypropylene, which is one of the safest of the plastics to use for children. Now, if you don't want any plastic of any kind on your toy, don't use it. Otherwise, it's recyclable, so ta-da. This is what you get. Actually, this is kind of cool. I love that it's in like this little mesh bag. I also like that there isn't any other crap in here. We don't have any extra wrapping or plastic or, stuff. Like, it's just this. Like, how simple is that? And it's a reusable storage pouch. Woohoo. And it's meshy. So the box says it comes with 12 pieces. And I see, holy cow, these are bigger than I thought they'd be. I mean, look at this. This is like the size of my hand. This is the size of my face. Like, holy cow. Okay, can you see this, folks? I just want to point out something. Now, this is a hexagonal shape. You've got numbers for kids to learn counting skills and to play arithmetic games as they get older, even matching games like matching piece 1 to piece 1, let's say. They can do that kind of thing. And a lot to even think about, because not every corner would be the ideal corner to build on. I mean, if I match 2 and 2, for instance, then, you know, I've got a little island, but these kids have to sort of problem solve to figure out how to make their streets happen. And look at the back. First of all, have you heard of injection molding? You literally take plastic, liquid plastic, and you inject it into a mold, and that's how you get shapes of various things. But here's the thing that the first thing I thought when I touched this, and I want to like hold off before I told you. Come here. This feels like plastic, but this is made out of wood. And now you know the secret. Holy cow, I thought this was... This is amazing. Well, he was able to use that technology and inject mold wood and not plastic into these toys that he's making. This is wood that was trees that were chopped down, used to make something else, and then little extra pieces that they decide not to use or to cut out, they're scraps. They basically use that to make these toys. So it's better than recycling. Recycling is literally reusing something that's already been used. This is still in its prime raw condition, and they just make it into these toys. We're using scrap wood. There is no waste. Also, because of its properties, these toys are non-toxic. They're totally safe. In fact, he also mentioned that these toys are European certified, and that children can put these in their mouths, and it is absolutely safe. So, yay for that. I actually want to give this to my nephew. The thing is, the box says ages 3+. I guess that would be the optimum age, or at least the minimum age in which they would learn the most. But my nephew can totally play with this. I'm pretty sure he's going to look at this thing and think it's a ninja star and throw it at my face. Given that there's a lot of rounded edges here, I should be safe. But he's an absolute angel. I think there's a picture of him right now. See? Absolute angel. With a wooden ninja star. Oh, I missed something. Aw! In the box, there's a little car. Look at that. It's adaptable to various other miniature toy cars and vehicles, which I think is great, because I think some children already have that kind of stuff. So I want to build a couple tracks. Okay, now look at this. Look at that. This toy can totally work on this track. Super cool. I had already placed the green stickers on all the pieces because I was a little excited. It's sort of visually easier to see, and I find that to be the truth. He was also considering painting, the sides, and wondered if he should or not. I think that might be a great idea, actually. Maybe even have like a crisscrossy kind of pattern in the mold, so that when you see it, it's got that crisscross, and that'd be, little tiny, kind of like what a file looks like, but not as sharp. And plus it would be kind of neat, like, as an extra sensory thing, like more things to touch, more things to feel. Like, how fun is that? Now that I've actually opened it, touched it, felt it, I can actually see the value in this, and how important it is to have toys that are sustainable. I don't have to worry about anything, this coming in contact with my nephew and him getting sick from it, or being exposed to something slowly over time. I mean, this toy is like, looks like plastic, but it's wood. How crazy is that? I'm actually kind of sold. Like, I'm a little excited about it. I can see how this could be fun, and as children get older, you can even play all sorts of games. Like, when you connect the numbers, they can say, okay, you can only cross this line if you can add or subtract or multiply the two numbers that are, that are adjacent to each other. So, how do I feel about this toy? I think children can really get a lot out of it. It's fun. They can use it with their existing toys, particularly with their cars. In terms of the price point, I can see the value because of the production it's made from. It can be very difficult, I think, to compete in such a market where sometimes you have poorly made or low quality toys, or large conglomerates that can mass produce and charge a little less. Maybe 50 seems more like the special that's on. Maybe that seems like a more reasonable price point, but guys, this company just started. I think give this a chance. My nephew's gonna get this chance. He's gonna open this box not knowing what this is, and he'll probably just chuck it around and then realize that there's some fun to it once we put pieces together. And then he's gonna grow up playing with it, and maybe he'll want to make a bigger track. Who knows? Thomas, thank you for letting me review this. Thank you for letting me give this a try. Let's see how my 20-month-old nephew fares with this. I mean, again, this toy is designed for 3+, because they're going to get the most learning out of it. But I still want to see what happens when I introduce this anyways. So, let's see how that goes. It should be coming up soon. Hey, buddy. Wow, I know, I made that for you. When you get older, that's going to get easier to do. Where's the car, Noah? The car. Drive the car! Drive the car on the road! Want me to help you? Yeah. Sounds like plastic, but it's all wood. See, what I tell you, it's like a ninja star. Good thing there's round edges. So my nephew took apart the TOBO track, and now he's making his way to show his mom, who's trying to take a nap, that he has all these great toys. Look. He certainly likes it in a different way. Right, buddy? Right, buddy?
No!
I know there's even like, stuff that you get from I live downtown. This is a very safe neighborhood.